Hey everybody, it's Adam, the Oswalt/editor. Normally you don't hear from me until the end of an episode, but this time's a little different. We normally have a pretty big backlog of recordings, which is what we've been going through, but we've finally hit the point where we started having to record remotely because some members of the crew moved to different cities, and even if they had not, the whole global pandemic thing happened, so we couldn't go to each other's homes. So what you're about to hear is quite literally the second time we did this, because we did one as a test, which wasn't any game play or anything, just us shooting the shit and recording it. This is the first time we actually legit tried to record an episode using our new setup. So you're going to notice a change in the audio, maybe for the better, maybe for the worse, but things continue to change from here because, this new setup we're still messing with, we're still changing it, so hopefully it doesn't affect your listening experience too much, and hopefully you enjoy it. If you have any feedback, let us know on the Discord or on our Twitter account. Either way, I hope you enjoy the episode. Talk to you again soon, at the end of this episode.
Gather round and listen to a tale of brave souls, big and small, where they go on adventures, where they may trip, but never fall. Trials, triumphs, and doing their best. Join us, friends, on a stumble quest. Last time on Stumble Quest.
Knack gets it in his head that he wants to make friends with sharks so that he can learn to wild shape into a shark. So he starts leaving chum dragging from the back of the boat.
Oh no.
So then the boat develops a really bad shark problem. I'm like, here's the food. I'm the one giving you the food. Maybe be nice to the guy giving you the food.
Maybe.
3 out of the 4 sharks are good with your fucking nonsense.
What?
One of the sharks is like, I don't trust you, beach.
I like this one. I like him. See, these sharks are all good, but I like that
He's trying to bite you.
Ooh, the cat's gonna shoot. Look. It just bumps Art a little bit on the arm.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot
Look,
one.
the cat's gonna shoot.
The angry
With my
one?
fucking crossbow. I tied a rope to the end of the arrow, and I'm gonna fucking shoot
You're
one.
pulling a 180 on the deal?
Well, he's being an asshole, and I'm getting tired of this. Okay, who's gonna help me pull this thing in?
Friendship damaged. with
Knack will remember this.
with everyone.
I know how to process a fish. Want to have shark for dinner?
Okay.
Hell yeah!
Fine.
A couple of birds are approaching your boat. They have little rolls of parchment with them.
It's a newspaper.
That's not danger. That's fun.
So was it spam or like wrong number?
Or you hear?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hello.
It's from Corinne. It's just some information I want her to get me.
Is this information you want to share with the class?
There's someone I have to kill, but every time I can't quite finish the job. I might never make it. Maybe it'll never happen. But I'm thinking if this dude really did all the things that people say he did, he had to be pretty strong. But if he did have a weapon, I would like to try it. I'm gonna go drink myself into a stupor.
okay.
Join me someday if you have a mind.
Here we go. Getting drunk.
Yeah.
Roll for drunk.
People are fucking around. It looks like Oswalt and Laka are hanging out in the captain's cabin. Frogger and Socks are on the main deck.
Yeah. Art snapping.
Art's napping. It looks like Scarlet is also napping.
I bet.
Honey is screaming.
Honey
somewhere.
is screaming next to Art trying to nap.
Yep.
Knack is telling
Damn.
bedtime stories to fish.
Brix is like right by the staircase that leads from the lower deck to the main deck. And Frogger is he's on the main deck.
No,
Knack is in the cargo hold.
Knack wasn't necessarily. Wait, why am I in the cargo hold?
We don't know.
You got tossed in the brig because you're trying to mutiny.
So Knack is just in the cargo hold doing something. Writing letters, I guess, at candlelight?
I thought that, yeah, that's the only thing I can think of.
Or, I mean, maybe he made his little marshy pit place to
sleep in the cargo hold with our cargo. And our cargo's all full of rats and shit.
The cargo, which is comprised of entirely
Where do these rats come
food
from?
and wine.
They weren't on the boat before.
Yeah, Knack's like, don't worry, they're not doing
Knack's
anything.
just
Don't
like,
worry about it.
rats! And then like rats just start spilling out
At
of
least it's not like
everything.
silverfish or termites or something.
Knack
like
has
pet
established
A nest.
a little nest in the cargo hold, and he's warped the wood of the floor in the boat and the boxes into like a little like tiny section of forest with like moss growing on it, and there's little sprigs sprouting out of it with little leaves on them.
Sick.
Sure hope that won't do anything.
Yeah,
Doesn't
It's
sound
like really,
especially
it's like you go
seaworthy.
down into the cargo hold, and it's like
Structural
super humid.
integrity
and,
of the boat.
It's like
Yeah.
foggy.
No, yeah, it's not
gross.
doing anything to the structural integrity. This is all just story shit.
Cool.
This
Fantastic.
has plot armor. Fuck
Those looks
fuck
like
this.
fruit
This
juice.
cargo
I turn-
hold has plot armor for this situation.
The planks of the boat, like itself, have like warped outward. There's like twigs growing off of them and branches, and I put moss over the top of a few boxes and made a bed.
I love it.
Love it here.
Are you growing any specific types of plants?
Well, I would assume stuff that doesn't need a lot of sunlight, so it's like a bunch of ferns and stuff.
A cacti.
Cacti.
Ferns, cactus.
No, cacti need all the sun.
That's not cozy.
Something in water.
Cactus. Well,
They don't need a
cactus
lot of
might
water.
be cozy to Knack. He doesn't. Maybe the sharpness. He doesn't feel the sharpness.
Like the bed of nails?
He's just sleeping on the pillow made of cactuses.
I mean, you wouldn't feel it.
No.
No, he's got that
There's no
carapace.
cactus.
It's fine.
No cactus. Knack doesn't
Shiny
even-
carapace.
I don't think Knack has even seen a cactus before.
Probably not, no. You're from the north.
Knack has never seen a cactus.
Doesn't even know what a cactus is. It's a bunch of
It's
pine
just
trees
ferns.
and shit.
Pine trees. It's just a whole ass pine tree growing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just ferns. Absolutely chock
Knack,
full of
Knack
ferns.
looked up at the ceiling, at the floorboards of the upper decks, and just went and parted them a little bit for sunlight. There's just a hole. There's just a hole.
You'd have to do that to 2 decks.
I could do it with 2 spells.
Fuck this
For a
boat,
tree.
apparently.
Someone about to triple that fucking
Dude, fuck
boat.
every single hotel room Knack has ever stayed in.
Yeah, you know what? I
We've never addressed that I've just left every hotel room like a horrifying mess after.
I assumed you cleaned that shit up on your way out.
Yeah, you can.
I don't think I ever did. I don't think I ever did clean up after
You've
that.
never addressed it, and it's somehow never come back to bite us in the ass.
Because I don't think we've stayed at the same hotel twice.
Can I please get balance checks from Brix and Honey?
Well, once they're aware of the hole, then they know to look out for it.
Well, but
Yeah, you
you're
gotta
opening
triple
the
us
hole.
on it.
Yeah, for light for my tree.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For my
Yeah.
pine tree.
Someone's about to eat
I'm
shit.
growing a pine tree down
because
here.
of that hole that's on the
It's
floor.
gonna smell great. It's gonna smell so good.
Yeah, but then you're gonna have to put another hole in the one above us.
You need to roll one for Honey.
All right,
That's what I said. I put holes.
I got
all
a
the way from the
21.
cargo hold from both floors going up. It's just a
Okay.
spell I have called Warpwood. I can just do that.
Kellan, roll your damn check for Honey.
Is someone else?
Why is Honey gonna do it?
Because he's
literally
next
right
to
above
Brix.
you.
Honey can like smell the hole or something. Like he doesn't.
I also need you to roll one for Frogger.
Damn.
Frogger.
Frogger has
Even though I'm the
stats.
one who controls him.
I don't know what his stats are. What the fuck
Just
are
roll
Frogger's
and tell me
stats?
what you roll.
I got a 2.
For who?
I don't know. Honey.
Cool. Okay,
Where's
Honey
Honey's stats?
falls through the floor.
I don't know where Honey's
to the
stats
cargo
are.
hold.
Honey falls on the. Honey falls on me.
Yes.
Honey falls on.
Please roll a reflex save.
Can Honey
Oh
get a
no,
chance to, like...
Adam, you're good. You're good. You're above the engine.
Roll a tumble for Honey and a reflex save for Knack. Please. Do it.
the sound of Honey is in the
Sound.
ground.
God
Honey
damn it.
falling.
21 for Knack.
11 for Honey. Okay.
Bitch.
So
Yeah.
Knack sidesteps brilliantly out of reflex and avoids
Honey goes-
any harm to himself.
Yeah.
Onto the ground.
And
yeah.
Honey falls direct, like he belly flops onto the floor and is winded for a second.
I want to run up to the hole and see Knack. Like, hey,
Knack has very little regard for
People?
inconveniencing people to like set this shit up, but
yeah.
he does care in his heart. He just doesn't notice
Okay.
that he's being a bother.
That's fine. I scream at you from the hole. Hey, Knack, did you do this?
Knack looks very proud of himself. He says, "Yes, I made it better."
Nice, brother. I respect the drip a lot, but you really went a little bit overboard. It's super cool, though.
Boat jokes.
It's for my plans.
Oh, well then.
Oh!
Well, of course. Then it's fine. Is it cool down there? I jump down.
It's not for me. It's for them.
Can I jump down? Will I
Knack
break my legs?
points at his.
Roll a tumble.
No, I break my legs. I run down.
Okay. Sure.
Wait,
You
did
go
you fall
around
in
the
the
long
hole?
way and go down the stairs.
Yeah, I'm not gonna jump down because I'll break my legs. I only have vanity muscles. I don't have any form of dexterity.
I see.
Yeah.
I like
I run
vanity
down and
muscles.
I excitedly open the door to see all your plants.
I wish I had a soundboard with like swampy, like
Yeah.
swamp sound effects, like
Well, there's
like crickets and like yeah.
there's like water here. Damn.
It's like
Good shit,
misty. There's like dew drops on everything because it's so humid.
Oh my god, it's great in
And
here.
it smells like pine. It smells like pine.
It smells fresh.
Knack's
as
got
fuck.
a little sapling pine tree growing on the floor,
Oh my god.
right under the light.
This is dope, dude. I mean, no. I
Wait, did you actually do that? You're like, this is so
This is
cool.
dope,
This
dude.
is so
Yeah.
cool, Knack.
Yeah.
And Knack's like,
I'm so
really? And
excited.
you're like, no.
No! What the
This
fuck?
sucks. This isn't your boat.
No, there's a hole in the fucking ceiling. I'm actually excited though. I like this. I take off my shirt and run into the forest that you made.
It's not
No.
very big. It's like 30
I know.
feet long.
It's not
I know.
really big. It's not very big.
I know.
I don't.
I like disappear into the first pine tree I can find. Literally. Just like
I mean, there's just like bushes and shit,
Cool.
and then
That's
one
good
pine
Yeah.
sapling.
It's all ferns.
Yeah.
It's all ferns and moss.
good.
Yeah.
I just dive in.
Like the floor is like spongy,
Yeah.
and when you step on it, you get wet.
Yeah. Gross. I'm going in.
Sweet.
I just go in. I disappear, but you can hear my voice sometimes, like echoing from far away, being like, "This
Hello.
is great."
Knack watches you run off
Yeah.
into the crates that are now plants,
Yeah.
and he like looks down at your shirt on the ground and blushes.
Are we all just like...
Your food, Knack!
What do you mean my food?
All of the crates are now like fucking plants?
They just
Well,
have
no,
plants
they have plants
on them.
growing on them.
Okay, good.
They're
And
not...
turn them become plants and like turn everything.
All the jerky reverts
I'm
back to
just-
like living cows and shit. Like Brix is gonna poke her little head down and look through the hole.
It looks like the bottom of the boat has been like reclaimed by nature.
Great.
Yeah.
I love it. I frolic.
This doesn't
What
seem
were you
safe.
saying?
It's okay. Boat's not leaking. It's cool.
Yet.
Not yet.
Ain't leaking.
But what if a storm starts and it starts raining into the hole?
Look,
That would be a
we'll-
problem anyway.
But there wasn't
What
a
do you
hole
mean?
before.
It would just roll down the stairs anyway.
We will burn that
You can
bridge when we
seal
get there.
those.
Yeah, you can.
Matt conveniently
I
has
seal it.
placed a large cork next to each hole.
No, if shit goes bad, Knack can just reseal it. You can just
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. As soon as
Then
it
close
starts
it up.
raining, it just closes.
Then your tree dies.
Not even
It doesn't die
instantly.
instantly,
Instantly
Jeffrey.
die.
No, it
Why would
doesn't.
it instantly
It
die?
doesn't. Don't be
It'd just be
needlessly
like nighttime.
defiant.
Is the hole big enough for Brix to fit through?
It's big
Oh, yeah.
enough to shine light on a tree, so.
I mean, technically, it looks like it's filling up most of a 5-foot square. So,
Yeah.
Brix is pretty small. I think she could fit through that.
Hell yeah. Okay, she's gonna jump through the hole and just land in the tree.
It's a little sapling. It's gonna die. You're gonna crush
It'll
it.
be fine.
Do it.
No, don't crush it. What the
She's
hell?
not gonna
The
crush
roll is
it.
nothing.
What do I gotta roll
Roll
for
it.
this?
Just kick
Roll
it.
a tumble so that you don't land on the tree.
My tree.
No, my treat.
That's a 19.
Oh, you're good. You like roll expertly, like inches away from the tree. It's completely undisturbed.
Sick. Yeah.
Nice. Classy.
Brix will get up, dust herself off, and then realize that she's all wet because she's been rolling around in a bunch of wet moss. And
I was
just
about to say, you are
instantly
moist.
upset.
Spongy moss.
Really quickly, I see that Oswalt is hanging out at the captain's desk.
Yeah.
And it looks like Laka is hanging out on the other side of the desk. I assume you guys are discussing something.
So I would say Oswalt's been spending some time going through drawers and stuff in the captain's quarters and stuff, trying to get accustomed to it. And, it's been 2 weeks. He's trying to get the vibe of it. He's been around ships and water a lot, but nothing like this. And he's never spent a significant amount of time on a ship himself. So he's basically going over stuff with Laka about what needs to be done and how they're doing and how much progress they're making and learning what he can, right? And then after that brief conversation, he walks out onto the deck of the ship with he's not wearing his suit jacket because it's pretty hot, and the dress shirt is opened all the way. So and he's got he's got his like 3 little stubble hairs usually. Well, he's got 5 now. So he's a little rugged. And then he's got a pipe that he found in one of the drawers and the thing in his mouth. He walks up next to a wick, and there's nothing in the pipe, and he takes the pipe out of his mouth and goes, my God, I'm bored. And then he walks to the front of the ship and is got both his hands on his hips, and he's like looking down into the water, and he goes, he's monologuing to himself. He's not talking to anybody. He's just, it feels like we've been at sea for years. Really can't even remember the last time I've seen people outside of the crew. Where are we even? Where are we even going? And he puts his foot on the front and his elbow on it and goes, how much longer can we stand it out here? We only have food for 2 more weeks, possibly. And he just kind of trails off.
What a dramatic bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he goes, I wonder if we'll even make it. And I'm assuming he turns around and Locke's there because he was with him in the
Yeah,
thing.
Locke's like, we're on time. We're like,
what are you talking about?
Locke's like, nothing's gone wrong.
Everything is going according to schedule. I'm not sure why you've let your skeleton pilot the ship this whole time, but...
Well, I mean, 1, he's not doing anything else, and 2, and he walks up to Locke and kind of... What's Locke wearing?
Laka is kind of wearing like a button-up shirt with the 4 sleeves rolled up to his elbows. And he's got like a pair of binoculars around his neck.
He walks up to Laka and gently grabs him by each side of the shirt, probably around the collar, and goes, Laka, I'm so bored. I'm so bored, Laka. There's nothing to do. There's no one to talk to. Or I should say there's nothing to talk about.
So Laka raises a finger as if to start to retort when Wick starts rattling in distress.
Oswalt turns to Wick and goes, "What's the problem, bud?"
Wick turns his skeletal face towards Oswalt, not emoting, but his whole body kind of trembling and making a hilarious xylophone sound. Yeah. And with one hand on the wheel, he releases the other one and kind of points vaguely like ahead of him towards the front of the ship. And ahead of you, you see a rather terrible but very isolated storm. There's like swirling clouds and rolling waves all over the place. Exactly where you're heading.
Oswalt turns to Laka and goes, that's not good. Yeah, that's bad.
No, it's very bad. We have to do something.
Okay. I would say Oswalt, not breaking the strap or anything, kind of grabs the binoculars off of Laka's neck really quick and runs to the front of the ship, or right to the edge of the front of the ship, and is looking around just for anything to see if he can learn anything, because he knows we can't go through the thing.
Okay, so you can see that like the storm is mostly concentrated, like it's very much ahead of you, but it's mostly to your left. So if you were to change course, you might be able to avoid things.
Yeah, it would be to the right. Okay, Oswalt runs back to Laka, gives him his binoculars, and then runs up to the wheel and not desummons, but gets Wick to move out of the way, and he grabs the wheel and he starts turning to the right side of the storm. Okay. And meanwhile, while he's doing that, he'll be looking to where they're going and then look over to Laka to see if he's getting like a yes or a no occasionally. So
Laka tries to grab the wheel out of your hands and is like, these waters are terrible. No, we can't do this. We have to brave the storm.
We have to brave the storm? What do you mean we have to brave the storm?
That's better than circling around it?
There's a hole in the ship, but it's better than these cursed waters. No one's ever come back.
Cursed?
Granted, only one ship has gone through here, but...
Slap some sense into this guy. He's talking in circles.
Yeah, I think at this point I'm gonna say Art has slowly made his way down from his bunk as to not...
dodge the hole.
Yeah, as to dodge the hole.
Yeah. I don't understand what he means cursed exactly. How far right are we
because there's a fucking hole in it, so he can hear everything that's going on. Not that he can't hear everything that's going on anyway.
Well, they're also, like, arguing at this point, I imagine.
Yeah, and so he's like, gonna come up and...
wrestling over the controls.
And do his conflict mediation. Just... Sorry, Laka... What are you talking about? The waters look fine. What do you mean no one's ever come back? It doesn't look like it's a
I don't recall
ship graveyard.
I don't recall you saying anything about waters being cursed.
Well, because I was planning a route to avoid those. It was never going to be an issue.
Okay, but what's the issue? Because that storm seems to be a much more pressing issue.
Any ship that goes through these waters never comes back.
Just these ones right over here, like 20 feet to the
yeah. Yeah, I think that's gonna be Art's like
to the right, it's too bad. We gotta stay
right
here.
there.
Yeah.
That's why they're so calm. They're not affected by the storm because of the curse.
Oswalt's not saying anything to this, but he does have the fuck. Are you high, dude? Look on his face.
Are we been doing crack?
Yeah, I think Art
Check
is definitely siding with Oswalt on this one, and with a 29 diplomacy,
Sniff his pipe.
Is gonna sit there.
I wanna. Are these people screaming? Like, can I hear them?
Yes.
Yeah, they're arguing. They're all the way up at the top, but they're arguing. Yeah.
Thanks to the hole in the deck.
Yeah, everyone
decks.
can hear fucking everything.
Yes, you are able to hear this.
I want to take a look because when he said calm, it did worry me for a second. So I run up the stairs. I come out of the stairs, dressing myself back up, putting my shirt on, frantically, and I look great.
Mm-hmm.
My hair is shining. My eyes are twinkling. My pecs are glistening. But
your abs are galloping.
My abs are galloping. I've been rejuvenated. Anyways, I just walk up and I'm like, well, wait, hold on. What's happening? Guys.
There's a storm ahead and Laka won't let us go around the storm, from what I can gather.
Well, what? Okay, I just walk up to the railing and I look at, like, the terrible sea that this man's talking about. Is there anything weird about it other than it's really calm?
Not really.
Is it normal?
5 feet to the
Yeah,
right. there's
it's
a giant
totally
kraken.
normal.
Is it unusually calm or is it normal?
No, it's totally normal
I
waters.
hate this bit. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so like
Really quick, while this is going on, Oswalt is slowly turning the wheel towards the
safe
yeah,
zone.
the safe zone.
Okay, so Oswald has taken control of the boat, is steering you to the right, which I'm sure has a nautical term for it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Shit. You should put it on the thing so that you can constantly
Right.
reference it. You'd probably actually learn a thing or two if you.
Fuck you and your learning.
You sounded like such a dad.
So fucking harsh.
You might learn a thing or two, son.
Whatever. Who cares?
Alright.
I'll look it up for next time.
Okay. Port is
Wait.
left and starboard is right. So we're
Okay,
going starboard.
Starboard.
You guys hear a scurrying coming from the hole, and then Knack pokes his head up out of the hole at all of you.
Mm-hmm. What does he do?
Underneath the hole, he's like on the ceiling, and he's sticking his head up through. He's like,
Keep it down up here. I'm trying to sing to my plants.
and he pops his head back in the hole. And
Knack.
you hear cricket, like a really loud cricket chirping.
He's so noble.
Yeah, and Brix is helping him
Honey
sing to the
starts
plants in a
screaming.
horrible cat yowl.
Socks is now scurrying from one side of the main deck to the other in a panic.
Okay. Well, I was trying to see if the sea was like becalmed, but it seems like it's normal. Right?
Yeah, it looks normal for sure.
Okay, I slowly turn around and like I do a lean on the banister and I look at the man. I squint at him a little hard, like
Listen, how often have you people sailed through this area?
I mean, that's a fair point.
Exactly. I know what I'm talking about.
But
so
if you haven't sailed through the cursed area, how do you know it's cursed? You haven't.
Because of the legends.
I love curses. What's the legend?
The legend that no one ever comes back. That's really the end of it. honestly.
I mean,
That's really vague.
Yeah. Not all legends are true.
Well-
Remember the legend of Crab Magonder?
You killed him because he was terrible in the end.
Yeah. Well,
Granted, it was because of evil magic, but
maybe we can
still.
murder this curse as well. You don't know.
I stab at the water.
Oswalt is gonna cast.
Roll an attack.
Oswalt is gonna cast detect magic and just look in the general direction of the quote unquote curse.
Okay.
Assuming nothing.
Yeah. You see a whole lot of water.
Sea looks normal, man.
Yeah, so he turns back to Locke and goes, I just used my dark powers and I can't see any curse. And I saw the stuff that made all the pearlescent animals when that was a problem. So I think I'd be able to see this with my dark powers, but it's not working. So there's nothing there.
So
Are the clouds moving above the sea?
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
They're so it's fine.
The clouds are like swirling, creating this awful storm.
Yeah, I mean
Exactly where you guys are not going.
Okay, Oswalt takes the pipe and puts it back in his mouth and juts his chin out a little bit, puts his arm on Locke's shoulder and goes, don't worry, son. We'll keep you safe from any curse.
Okay, so I assume at this point, Locke has been distracted talking to multiple people, and Oswalt has kept you guys on course pretty consistently towards the very nice area of the sea, yes?
Yeah, and I'm gonna say too, like, we were talking about before Art kind of trying to like train to be able to help manipulate the winds around the sails.
Yeah.
And at this point he's also just like, we're going to where it's safe. So he's been assisting with the redirect as well via the wind.
Via the wind?
Via the
well, in
wind.
the end, Oswald, you're captain, so Aye, Captain.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Pirates of the Caribbean theme starts playing.
Yeah, really loud.
As you guys sail closer to, or like past the storm, where the storm begins, and into the nice, pleasant waters, at some point, a gigantic wave comes up and slaps your boat, and you black out for a moment.
How would you look at that?
Mhm.
Turns out we were the stupid.
That's not a curse. That's just water.
Water always be slapping
This
people.
proves nothing.
The next thing you guys are able to register is you are now washed up on a beach. Your boat is very comfortably docked. Sitting there with the anchor down and everything, but you guys are all waking up on the beach. The beach is extremely inviting and warm. The sand is glistening and sparkling. Your clothes are a little bit torn, a little bit worse for wear, but
enough. Just enough.
it's, it's fine.
It's fine.
Next,
It's tasteful.
It's tasteful, okay.
Big spits of sand shooting out of his mouth.
Roll a D30 for sand in your mouth.
30 for sand in your mouth.
Why is there D30 of sand in my mouth?
Sand is really small.
I got 21!
That's a lot of sand, bud.
You have literally a mouthful of sand. So you're like...
You washed up and like your mouth was just
Open, yeah.
and the
Well,
beach
you were
just entered
dragging
it.
into shore.
like a shovel.
Knack is just like... Knack has his hands on his knees and he's just bent over, just going...
Off to a sexy start. I love it.
Hi.
I would say Oswalt gets up, takes the pipe, knocks the sand out of it, puts it back in his mouth, looks up at the boat, looking comfortably docked with the anchor down, and just goes, "Damn, I'm good." And then puts his hand like in his shirt, kind of like a cat.
On his chest?
Yeah.
You said he like
His
was
shirt
like
is open.
fully open.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said he was like fully open chested.
Yeah.
Just put my hand on my titty.
Like,
Yeah, he's holding his little titty.
And his like 6 chest hairs.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I have to say, Oswalt, that is the nicest crash landing.
Yeah.
That's the nicest crash landing I've ever seen.
Okay.
He's got 21 sand in his mouth.
He's basically got sand in his mouth while we're here. That's it.
For the rest of the time.
Pretty much.
This whole turn.
Cool.
Yeah, after the initial shock of waking up wet on the beach, because again, Art doesn't know how to swim. Cannot establish this enough. So very thankful, frightened and thankful that he's made it to what looks to be, we still seem safe. The boat's docked, the beach is nice and inviting. And I would like to do just like a cursory glance around to kind of see what we're dealing with. See what else. Like, can I just see beach, or is there trees, or are there civilization?
You can see a little bit of a tree line in pretty much all directions. It's just beach and trees.
Not suspicious at all.
So again, it's a very pleasantly warm. It's not too hot. Like the sunlight is sparkling off the sand. The waves are washing up on the sand gently.
And there are
with
no
a nice relaxing sound.
no other boats or anything around here.
There's
Just
a whole lot of fuck all.
whole lot of fuck all. Okay. Yeah, I think Art is gonna kind of hear Oswalt say that and like walk over to him and just be like, I really don't think any of us had anything to do with that.
I see why you would say that, but counter argument, and he's doing his hands back and forth. He goes, "Listen, clearly there is no such thing as a curse. Everything's worked out fine. We docked the boat just fine. I mean, really, we've seen some gnarly shit, and if this were said gnarly shit, we'd know it. There's no curse. It's just a nice island. We really lucked out. The storm was a blessing. I think we were all getting a little cooped up on the ship, so this will be a nice opportunity for us to stretch our legs and run around a little bit and look at some stuff that's not a boat for once."
Just run the fuck around.
How many seagulls start pecking at Oswalt the second he said that there's no curse?
Can I borrow a D20?
21.
Okay. 4. 4 seagulls start swarming around Oswalt, taking turns pecking.
I'm gonna negative energy burst the shit out of those things.
Did you
Not
just...
on my watch.
No, he just fucking nuked 4 seagulls.
He didn't. He didn't do anything.
Did you do it?
Well, I'm
you
standing
negative
next
energy
to
burst?
Art, so no.
Good.
No, you're sitting next to Knack and Frogger.
Oh, no, I walked over to
And
him.
Brix.
So, I am also standing next to Oswalt.
Oswald's gonna walk over to Laka and check up on him.
Okay. Laka is currently passed out at the moment. By the way, Frogger, Knack, you now notice that Frogger has been on your shoulder since you woke up and has been staring at you this whole time.
It was him.
Good to see you're okay, buddy.
I pat him on the head.
He continues to stare.
That's fine.
Unblinking.
It's not unusual.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
Yeah.
Oswald's gonna drag Laka onto the sand.
His face down in the water,
Yeah.
floating.
He's dead.
He's not dead.
Died.
We pull him out. Move him out of
Okay.
the water. Okay.
Marvelous. Socks is half awake and scared.
Why is he doing that?
He's scared.
I go over.
He doesn't
to
know
him
what
and
to
hug
do.
him. I hug him.
Okay.
He puts his nose on you and goes,
Thanks, man.
he's hungry.
Give him good berries.
Okay, good.
You go. You go. You go, little guy.
Ugh.
He seems satiated for the time being.
Such a noisy eater.
Noisy boy.
Sucks up magic with his nose.
Yeah.
It's not exactly
Sure does.
quiet.
He just sucks.
Right next to where Laka is unconscious in the sand with his finger, Oswald's gonna write "no curse" and a little smiley face.
You'll leave him there.
As you're doing that, can I get people to roll spots?
What's that?
Ooh. I got 20 total. Not nat 20,
not
just
bad.
20
I'm
total.
wisdom based, I think.
14.
Sick.
Oh wow. 6 plus
I got a
3.
28, so.
Nine. Sorry, I don't see shit. I'm
Brix
still
sees
got
forever.
salt water in my eyes.
Which is a problem.
Yeah, she can't turn it off.
All right.
Still
Okay.
blinking.
26. I think I heard a 28.
I
from
still look
someone else.
hot, but you know.
You got a 26?
Yeah.
And
Brix got
28, yeah.
and Art got a 20.
I got 20.
Okay. So Knack, Brix, and Art all, as they're like waking up and stumbling around the beach, you end up finding a collection of oddly perfectly straight sticks, like logs, and a net, and what looks to be a dead discarded flump inflated in such a way that it's a perfect sphere.
We found a volleyball set.
Ah.
We found a volleyball set.
Ah.
And it looks so delightful, especially in this like weirdly glistening sand. It just looks so inviting.
Wow.
And again, like the temperature is just right, like it's just warm enough
Just
to
right.
be comfortable. It's amazing.
You know,
The sand between your toes just feels great. and like there's a slight breeze, so it's coming right off the water, so it's slightly cool, so it gives you that nice, refreshing feeling.
Knack's like,
You know, we have been cooped up on that boat for a long time.
Yeah, I'm feeling something.
Can I get willpower checks from
I was
everyone?
gonna ask, do we actually have to save against, like, building a volleyball net?
Yeah.
I got a 16.
Okay.
I got a 20 again.
We're all just like, but what if we want to, because it is appealing.
You have a +6.
Yeah. I can't find my...
No, I'm excited for one of us to realize there's definitely a curse, and the curse is we all
So
want to
you
have
got-
fun on the island.
21.
Oh, what a horrible
That
curse.
21.
16.
16.
I got a 14.
6.
Okay.
Was that a 6?
6.
Oh my god. And a 20. I got a 20
What,
total
that makes
again.
sense, actually.
So Knack and Brix and Oswalt, what was yours again?
14.
Sorry. Yes, okay. So Knack, Oswalt, and Brix. Something looks a little bit funny about the rest of your crewmates. They all look slightly more slender and toned and like humanoids to you.
Which members?
Everyone looks
Wait, so I
strangely beautiful, and their eyes are like large and bright and shiny.
Knack looks down at himself.
Yeah,
What does he see?
he sees a handsome humanoid boy body.
Does he still have the 4 arms, though?
Soft, squishy bits and all?
Yeah.
Of course.
Knack looks down at himself. Oh my, I feel different. What is this? What is this feeling?
Oh my god.
and with that OVA
Knack
Knack is
feels
back. Okay.
great.
What?
He feels great.
I feel wonderful. And what's this? A flump? And some sticks? The druid children. The druid children from back in my glades would play this game all the time.
I believe they called it a volleyed ball.
They'd call it tossing the ball around.
We take this ball and volley it back and forth.
Oh.
I always said
They
it was-
called it flump ball.
I always said flump.
They called it
called
the
it
flump chuck.
Flump ball. However, I
Flump
always wish
chuck.
they called it volleyball. Since you volley the flump back and forth, but it never caught on. I'll show you.
I'll show you how it's played. Come on now.
He's just talking to himself in a corner.
Yeah, he's talking
Well,
to
he is
Frogger,
talking
apparently.
to us.
Can you pass me the bag of
We
stuff?
would play this game all the time whenever the druid leaders weren't looking. If they saw us playing this game, they'd give us such a flogging. But enough of that. I'll show you.
Oswalt is looking at Knack and goes, let me help you, my friend, but first this shirt is so restricting, and he takes his shirt off and then runs over in the beach.
What, like
To-
Baywatch
Yes,
style?
this
Yeah, sure.
Yes, this
Wait,
ghillie
what?
suit is so hot and not refreshing at all. Knack takes it off and ties it around his waist. So
Have
it's
you-
Just, it's just around.
No,
his waist.
you know how Knack, or you know how Oswalt runs? Have you seen the bit from Rocky? He's running
Yeah.
like that.
Like that. But it's slow mode immediately. As soon as you run on the beach, it's slow mo's for you.
And Oswalt's hair is kind of weirdly extra billowy.
Oh no, it's slow mos with Knack
It's
taking his
beautiful,
taking
right?
his ghillie suit
Yeah.
off and throwing it around his waist and tying it
Yeah.
up.
Oswald's hair is
And he,
beautiful
uh,
and shiny.
Not a
He puts
Yeah,
one
not
of his
a
hands
fucking
up onto
rat's
his
nest.
head and runs his hands through his now flowing shoulder length hair.
Beautiful.
Knack has a mullet. Don't even.
It's not a mullet.
Yeah, like
it's
co-
cool
like-
anime hair.
like beautiful,
He's
like-
got like the cool anime hair, but he's got the 2 bits of hair that
Yes,
stick
like
out like
that.
antennas.
No,
like-
they need to be just real antennas.
Beautiful, beautiful, like copper color hair.
But we pretend they're hair.
Okay, no, it could be 2 pieces of hair.
No,
It's
antennas.
two.
But we pretend
So
they're
what
hair.
do the members of the team that had good will save see?
Wait. How about
No.
yeah.
And let's
Oh,
do
yeah.
Brix. Let's do Brix.
Brix suddenly feels like taller and more confident, and in like her own physical appearance and like ability to like
grab things with
yes,
hands?
and her own thumbs.
Yeah, that's it. She
Um,
doesn't give a shit about the rest of the body. She's like, oh my god, real thumbs! Like,
She definitely notices that something is different about the rest of her body.
Yeah.
But the
Boobs?
thumbs.
But the
Who
thumbs
cares?
is what she's focused on. She's like, my god, they're so long.
look at me grip things!
see
And she's
this
just
too?
like picking up shit and
What?
like.
Do we see this too?
Yeah, of course. The people with better will saves, they still see things as normal, like they see things as they normally would be. But they still do feel the nagging sense of oh god, what the hell would I describe it as?
Euphoria.
Like, yes, exactly. Yes, they still feel the draw of the beach, the euphoria that it exudes.
Are we just
Knack
all
looks at
on
Brix.
E? Like,
Knack looks at Brix and scratches his chin and says, Brix, I don't know how to say this, but there's something different about you. I don't know how to put my finger on it.
Well, I would say, damn, Brix, those are the finest thumbs I've ever seen in my life.
Thank you. I grew them myself.
Thumbs look fantastic.
I think.
But we need to describe to our listeners.
What does
Yeah, what does Brix look
yeah,
like?
what does Brix look
in
like right now?
What does
Well, to the people, I guess.
Yeah, I would say that in Brix's mind, okay, so Scarlet has done away with her classic Scarlet body, I think you would call it, and now has the
Scarlet Classic. We're on 2.0.
Yeah, we're on 2.0 Scarlet. And in Brix's mind, she's like, oh, I guess I'm just borrowing classic Scarlet's body.
Okay.
With Tiggle, Biddies,
Yes.
and all?
Yes.
Okay.
She's a nickel girl, of course.
And
Gotcha.
and possibly large caddy.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Of course.
Yeah, still has the
Of
cat ear,
course.
still has the stupid poofy tail.
Well,
But
I
that's it.
imagine that it would be hard to like emote properly without
I mean,
them,
obviously.
like with the twitching ears and the tail and everything. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. So for Scarlet and I, we still have this like nagging sense of compulsion to do these things. But we're seeing our party mates talking about like their weird bodies and like going and setting things up. And do they just look normal to us?
They look normal to you, but their refreshed sense of like self-confidence and their image
Oh,
is
yeah.
like is really doing something, you know?
Right.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah. Like they've
infectious.
got charisma bonuses right now.
There's,
Totally.
there's
Exactly.
a certain attraction going on right now. is what you're
Exactly.
saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like you don't see what they see necessarily, but you feel a little bit of what they feel.
Okay.
Hey everybody, welcome to the end of another episode of StumbleQuest. The theme is Struttin by Louie Zong. All other music provided by Kevin McLeod of Incompetech.com. The episode's released bi-weekly, so we'll have a new one for you in 2 weeks on all of our platforms. If you want to follow us on Twitter, we are at StumbleQuest, and if you're looking for a fun place on the internet to hang out, may I recommend our Discord? It's a wonderful place. The link is in the description. If you want to learn more about the show, the people who make it, and the world it takes place in, check out our website at StumbleQuest.com. And if you like the show, please leave us a review. It helps so much. And if you could share us with your friends, that helps us even more. So yeah, like I said at the beginning of this episode, this is the first time we recorded after a long hiatus playing because we were affected by the global pandemic like everybody else. And we were all stuck inside for a long time before we got to this. So things are getting weird, and they're only going to get weirder from here. Hope you enjoy the ride. Okay, bye-bye.